This crosstab contains data for the 50-something US states, as you can see here. And of course, this is a very good candidate for seeing this as a map. So let's select the map object type from over here. And let's just change the world map image here to the US map image from here. So now we can move to the locations tab. And for these 50-something states, we just need to define the mapping type from here. And the mapping type can be anything from none to longitude, latitude. But for this, of course, it requires that the data contains longitude, latitude. In this case, we'll just pick the area mapping. And now we need to determine, okay, which column from my crosstab contains my state information. And in the map, these names, are they coming from the SVG files IDs or titles or data names, or maybe a custom attribute as you see it here? In this case, they actually come from the ID attribute. And in this way, we get all these states mapped like this. So we can click OK on that. And we'll see it being mapped here. Maybe we can change the colors with the auto color agent like this, meaning that states with the higher numbers are dark and those with lower numbers are light blue. Let's move on to the other crosstab. This crosstab contains latitude and longitude information for all the counties in the United States. So let's turn it into a map as well. And actually we're going to use the very same map, the same US map. Even though that this US map was actually an area map, mapping type as you saw before, you can also use for longitude and latitude. You just need to set your map coordinates here. It needs to know what are the boundaries, like the north latitude, south latitude, west longitude and east longitude here. And once you put in that and click apply to that, then by looking up here on these two icons, this one means that it's now ready for latitude and longitude support, but at the same time it can also be used for area mapping. And now, as we did before, we can now go to the Locations tab to define the mapping type for this one. So click here, and this time let's do the longitude latitude mapping type. And longitude is just picked from the longitude column from your crosstab and latitude from the latitude column of your crosstab. And apply that. And you can see that all the counties are now being automatically mapped like this. Let's go here, click OK, and see it on this map. We can change a few things here. Again, maybe a color scale here would be better. And also we can do a few changes to the map presentation itself. For instance, we would like to have these points not being scaled by value, but no scaling and smaller, like this. If we maximize this object, we can maybe easily see that the mouse will also tell the values of each county here. And finally, we can go into consumer mode like this.